Okay, so let me provide you the topic of group discussion, and I'll give you a topic and then each one of you will introduce that topic. So I'm sure you know how to introduce those couple of lines you have read. I told you to watch 3 videos: how to start GD, how to conclude GD, how to enter in GD. Those 3 videos you will watch, and then we go forward, and then you will introduce the topic. Couple of lines in the beginning you will speak, and then you will tell something about the topic. After that, all of you can discuss among yourself, and then conclusion can be done, right? So let me give you the topic. You have anything to ask, any one of you? Okay, so let me give you the topic now. Topic is, yeah, Tanay.
I haven't seen the videos which you are mentioning right now. So is
And you should see today after the GD.
I will, sir, but not. I haven't seen right now.
Sir, me too. I haven't seen those videos, but I'll try. And I don't have much idea about GDs. And
you need to watch those 3 videos today after the GD. You watch those 3 videos. Okay. They are like how to start GD. You go on YourPedia education channel. Type there how to start GD, how to conclude GD, how to enter in GD. There are 3 videos, and that compulsorily you should watch. From there you will get some idea about the group discussion, and then you come here and we can participate on the regular basis, right? Okay. So let me give you the topic for the group discussion now. Topic is taking calculated risk in life. Taking calculated risk helps in life. Taking calculated risk helps in life. The topic for the GD is taking calculated risk helps in life. I'll give you 1 or 2 minutes to think, and then come to each one of you, and then you can introduce the topic. Okay, so I think we can start with Vipul now. Vipul, go ahead, introduce the topic.
Good evening, sir. I am Vipul. Now I am going to introduce the topic taking calculated risk helps in life. So it is one of the approach that we all should have, like well planned approach for any target in our life. This will help to achieve our goal uh, in with some hard work and as well as a smart work. But if we see the negative thing in this, taking calculated risk will not give us much growth. It will give some calculated growth and limited growth, but not much growth. But it is a well planned approach to achieve the target.
Okay, now Ashish.
Good evening to one and all. I am very glad to introduce the topic taking calculated risk helps in life. It is a very interesting topic. It can have both positive and negative effects, like calculated risk. Risk with proper strategy can lead to success, but sometimes risk always cannot be taken in calculated wise. Risk may be uncalculated. Yes, sir.
Okay, Tanay.
Good evening, Adi.
Yeah.
As the topic is about the taking calculated risk in life, I think it's a very important aspect of an life. Since as a very famous, I will like to start with the very famous saying which goes like the जितना बड़ा risk होगा उतनी बड़ी उतना ही ज़्यादा फायदा मिलेगा आगे. So with this point, I would like to say that calculated risk, whenever a person who stays thinking whether he will able to do the thing or not, will remain in that in dilemma only, sir. So by taking the risk, he can achieve the extra targets, extra goals, which could be possible only by taking risks, sir.
Okay, now Rajni.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity to explain about the topic. Taking calculated risk helps in life. This sentence can be explained in two ways. It may have a positive impact also, and I won't say it will be negative, but less positive impact also. And chances probability of having negative will reduce more. Like I'll be explaining it with the phase, more risk, more return. If in few cases, if we are expecting the risk will take more, then will reach to more return. If we are taking it as a calculative risk, then there will be possibility of getting a calculative return, but not more, but certainly will reduce some of the threats or timelines to not getting a not tracking or not trapping, and stabilizing us to a one level. So this is obviously a good way, but we can increase our risk and we can increase our return also.
Okay, so I think everybody has introduced the topic, and now we enter into the second part, and that is the discussion among all of you, in which you people are to talk among yourself, and then you are to participate accordingly. So now I open the house for discussion among all of you. So please proceed ahead now.
Yes, sir. मैं इसे प्रोसीड करना चाहूँगा. ये कैलकुलेटेड रिस्क हमारे लाइफ में टारगेट अचीव करने के लिए एक बेहतर अप्रोच हो सकता है, लेकिन कैलकुलेटेड रिस्क में काफी प्रोबेबिलिटी अटैच रहता है कि अगर कैलकुलेटेड रिस्क अचीव हो या ना हो तो उस केस में कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो सकते हैं. तो कैलकुलेटेड रिस्क से हम काफी बार अपने टारगेट को अचीव भी कर लेते हैं, फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में भी अचीव कर लेते हैं, या फिर अदर वर्ड्स में बोलूँ तो ये एक स्मार्ट वे ऑफ वर्किंग है. बट हमें कुछ
मे बी स्मार्ट वे ऑफ वर्किंग, बट इट इज नॉट एप्लीकेबल टू एवरीथिंग, वी कैन से.
हाँ, यस, ट्रू. ये हर चीज के लिए एप्लीकेबल नहीं हो सकता है, क्योंकि कुछ चीजों में को अचीव करने के लिए हमें एडिशनल रिस्क लेना ही पड़ेगा.
रिस्क इज नेसेसरी इन लाइफ. रिस्क हमेशा बहुत ही जरूरी रहता है लाइफ में, तभी नो रिस्क नो प्रॉफिट इज देयर. बट कैलकुलेटेड रिस्क हेल्प्स इन मिनिमाइजिंग द चांस ऑफ फेलियर.
यस, कैलकुलेटिंग रिस्क से अगर हमारा सारा चीज वेल प्लान वे में भी चलता है तो इससे हमारा सेल्फ मोटिवेशन भी बेहतर होता है, तो फर्दर हमारा वर्क करने का जो अप्रोच होता है वो भी इम्प्रूव होते रहता है. तो ये भी एक प्लस पॉइंट है.
Related to this point, I would like to add that taking risk is, we are discussing that whether we should not take the risk or not. But I would like to say that taking a calculated risk is a part of our life, whether you deny it or not, but you always take a risk. For example, many of you have prepared for any kind of competition exam. So before you start about preparing the competitive exam, you always it's what it is. It is just a calculated risk which you have taken. So, and as one of my friend pointed out, that calculated risk is not always will not always give you the required result. Yeah, that is possibility, but due to that reason we cannot stop doing that.
Yes, true. I agree with your points.
For some of the reason, calculated risk, for some of the calculated risk may be taken where we actually don't want to go in much loss, or we don't want to face losses. In such situations we can take these calculated risks, but generally if we need a higher return, then the risk should be higher than that.
But one more thing is that means some project is going on and we have calculated the risk that this much
if
happened,
there
this
is
much.
some capital loss or some reputation loss, in such situation we can take calculative risk. And in where no loss or no money loss or something that sort of, there we can take higher risk.
But in projects like the projects going on the hilly region, there calculated means some other risk arise. Whatever we have calculated, that may be not the scenario. Some other risk will arise that will spoil the complete project. So it is important.
There are chances in life where we have to take risk. Risk
Yes.
लेना जरूरी होता है, लेकिन we have to means pre-calculate the before taking risk. That will help in means getting success in life. Not that just taking risk without calculation, that without any strategy. So that will lead to may have more probability to get means failure. Yes.
As
Yes.
the topic already mentioned it, that we are talking about the calculated risk which should be taken. So calculated only means that we have analyzed all the risk, all the kind of risk, all the kind of problems which we can possibly face in the upcoming future. So in that I would like to say that अगर ऐसा हो सकता है कि हाँ but वो जैसा कि सब बोलते हैं कि केवल सोचने से कुछ नहीं होता, करना पड़ता है, and that's what we want about taking risk. If we keep our time analyzing that what we'll get, what we will not get, and we may end up getting nothing. So taking risk, calculated risk. I would like to I would like to focus more on the word calculated. The calculated risk can help a person to achieve a lot more than he thinks.
Yes, true. But in some case, let's suppose calculated risk is not according to your scenario. In that case, you will get depressed and demotivation is there. So you will have fear to explore in different dimensions. So it is one of the main constraint of calculated risk.
Yes, I do agree with you that in that point.
While I also feel one thing, while taking calculated risk, we won't apply our full potential. 100% potential also will not be applied in such circumstances, and which may lead to achieve our goal if we'll apply 100%. But it may differ case to case where calculated risk is required, where 100% risk is required. So it varies with the requirement of situation.
Yes, it varies with the requirement of situation as well as the condition in which we are working, as well as the objectives for which we are working.
Yes.
Okay, so I think now it's the time you can conclude. So anybody wants to conclude?
I want to conclude.
Okay.
Listening everybody's opinion. I say that nobody is like against the this sentence, taking calculated risk helps in life, but it depends on the situation and the requirement of the situation. And it is good if you're taking situation which require calculative risk, then you may go with the sentence.
Okay. So, okay, let me give you the feedback now. Since this group is not sufficient for group discussion, I mean, this is only 4 of you. Minimum 7-8 students should be there, so that participation is there. So I'll make sure tomorrow we get more students and not only 4 of you. But still, I can give you the feedback. You know, whenever a topic is given to you, there are certain structured lines which you have to use. And I told you that you watch those videos, how to start GD, and then you will learn those couple of lines, and you need to use those lines to introduce, and you should try to pounce upon, and you should pounce upon for the opportunity, and you should try to speak for introduce the topic, and even conclusion ke liye you should try to conclude, and in between also you should not stop, you should keep on speaking. And for GD you need to be visible, all of you. So all of you are invisible, so I cannot observe your gesture, postures, and your hand movements. So it is not appropriate for me to give you the feedback also. So tomorrow onward, I think you should be visible. When you're sitting for GD, you sit properly and then start participating as if you're participating in the real GD. So none of you has spoken the way it should be, honestly speaking. So this way you will not be in position to qualify it, because some of you are not having content, or at the end the situation came when nobody is speaking. That situation should not come. You should have sufficient content to speak, right? You should even invite others for discussion, and you should ask them. You should ask them a question. You should bring them in discussion again and again. So for this topic, taking calculated risk helps in life. The ideal starting should have been, hello friends, my name is Vipul and I take the opportunity to initiate the discussion. And when you say that, don't address yourself to the observer. If I am observer, don't address to me and don't see towards me. You will not say, okay, thank you sir for giving opportunity. Nobody is going to give you opportunity. You have to snatch it. In that case, you will say, good evening friends, my name is Vipul and I take the opportunity to initiate the discussion. Friends, the topic given for the discussion today is taking calculated risk helps in life. I fully agree with the statement. Without risk, you cannot gain much. And we should first understand the meaning of taking calculated risk. Risk everybody knows, but what is calculated risk? Looks like it is subjective statement. So which risk can be put in the category of calculated risk? And after that, we may provide some kind of real example from our own life, where taking the risk has helped us in the past and in future also, whatever we want to attain in life, and how we are planning to take calculated risk. Now I open the house for discussion among all of us, and I'm very sure we will come out with the good points. That is the starting lines. And in the starting lines, you will read the sentence and you will agree with this, disagree with this, or give some kind of direction to the discussion. So in the introduction, you don't speak much. You only give direction to the discussion, and you talk about the statement and you agree or disagree with the statement. So like this statement, if you agree, you tell in the introduction that friends, the statement given today is this, discussion GD topic given is this, and I agree with the statement. And then you, if there is some particular term in the topic given which you want that it should be explained to others, like calculated risk. What do you mean by calculated risk? Then you explain that. These are some of the things which will help you to basically start the discussion. That means agreeing or disagreeing with the statement. If statement is like that, okay, I fully agree that taking calculated risk helps in life. In fact, in my life, it has helped me. And I'm very sure you also have many examples from your own life where you can give. And second, I think I should define what is the meaning of calculated risk. So we will define that also. Maybe in the introduction only you can define that. And then you open the house for discussion. And since you have given some kind of direction to the discussion, people will speak on those lines. And then keep on speaking, and may you are to conclude whatever discussion has gone. Now, since you said calculated risk is to be defined, then in the body or in the introduction, you can say, friends, in my opinion, when we say calculated risk, that means we are not basically compromising on some very strategic or critical things. Like I want to give you, friends, the example of taking calculated risk. All of us after graduation, we want to get into very good jobs. And to get into very good jobs, you have to sit and prepare. And when you want to sit at home and prepare, that means you are leaving some of the options. So not picking up some of the options which you think are okay, but they are not very good. For something which is very good, you are taking calculated risk. So 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, friends like us, many of us have, taken drop for preparation for our dream jobs, like the public sector which we are aspiring. All of you are in that category actually. Somebody is going for IOCL, somebody is going for SOCO, somebody is going for one exam or other exam. You guys have taken very high rank in GATE. After sitting at home for 1 year, 2 years, have you not taken risk? Have you not taken calculated risk? So that is what my point is. You people are talking theoretically, not giving the actual examples. And if you give these examples, like you can say, okay, for the last 2 years, I'm sitting at home and preparing. I know my friends are working in industries. I know that there's a gap in my career. That is a risk, but it is a calculated risk. Why? Because I've kept a time for me that after 2 years, if I don't get it into this, I'll get into some master's course, put really good effort in that, and come back to the industries. So maybe what my friends have attained, I will attain 2 years later, but there's a calculated. So give your own example. And in return, if I get into public sector, that is worth taking a risk, because that is my dream job, that is my most prestigious thing which I want, and that is worth it. If any one of you will say that, you will pass the GD. And what stops you from giving a really good example, I don't understand. You keep on speaking theoretical, which is not at all interesting, does not hit anybody, is no realistic thing there. So you keep on talking as if you are you have to give only some kind of statements. Give your own examples, give you examples of the life of other people. Feel the topic, what you are talking, feel the topic, ask questions to others. हिंदी में बोलो, इंग्लिश में बोलो, लेकिन एग्जांपल दो भाई, कन्विंस करो किसी को। जैसे मैं तुम्हें बता रहा हूँ, ये तुमने रिस्क लिया है लाइफ में, लेकिन एक कैलकुलेटेड रिस्क है। और ऐसा रिस्क जो कैलकुलेटेड नहीं होता वो क्या होता है? जैसे तुमने इंजीनियरिंग छोड़ दी, तुम्हें कोई चीज पसंद आया, तुमने एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप की तरफ जाना था, व्हाई डू यू थिंक ड्रॉप आउट्स आर नॉट देयर इन इंडिया, दे आर ओनली इन अमेरिका? Because when somebody drops out in America, he is in America. There, the quality of life of the people is good, economy is strong. So even if you Harvard drop out, आप कोई कहीं ना कहीं कोई जॉब पकड़ लोगे। लेकिन हमने सुना है कि बच्चों ने IIT ड्रॉप्स कर दिए, बहुत कम होता है, बहुत ही होता है लेकिन बहुत कम होता है। इट इज नॉट दैट फ्रिक्वेंट। इंडिया में बीटेक छोड़ दी क्योंकि तुम्हें एक एंटरप्रेन्योरियल आइडिया पसंद आ गया। व्हाई डोंट यू डू दैट? बिकॉज दैट रिस्क इन इंडियन इकोसिस्टम विल बी वेरी हाई रिस्क, नॉट वर्थ टेकिंग। तुम्हारी शादी तक नहीं होगी, तुमने ग्रेजुएशन नहीं किया है, शादी करने जाओगे तो वो बोलेगा नहीं ग्रेजुएशन नहीं, +2 है लड़का, शादी भी नहीं होगी, बिकॉज यू आर इन इंडिया। सो रिस्क विल बी हाई एक्चुअली। वहां पे वो हाई नहीं है, वहां पे रिस्क कम है, एंड इसीलिए एंटरप्रेन्योरियल कल्चर ज्यादा है उन कंट्रीज में। आपने सुना गोदाम से गोडाउन से हमने एक बिजनेस स्टार्ट कर दिया, एंड देन वी मेक सैमसंग, वी मेक ह्यूंडाईज, वी मेड सोनी। व्हाई? बिकॉज वहां पे कल्चर है उन कंट्रीज में। इंडिया में नहीं करते हो, तुम रिस्क नहीं लेते हो। इंडिया में तुम एक डिग्री के बाद दूसरी डिग्री के बाद तीसरी डिग्री, फिर गवर्नमेंट जॉब, सो मच इनसिक्योरिटी कि जब तुम इतने ज्यादा नहीं पड़ जाओगे और फिर गवर्नमेंट जॉब में नहीं चले जाओगे, तब तक तुम अनसेफ ही मानने जाओगे अपने आप को। और अभी क्या हुआ है, ये जो कोविड 2 साल में आया, पीपल लॉस्ट देयर जॉब्स इन प्राइवेट सेक्टर, सो मेनी ऑफ IIT ग्रेजुएट्स आर गोइंग टुवर्ड्स गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर। व्हाई? बिकॉज दे आर नाउ अगेन इनसिक्योर कि पता नहीं हमारा क्या होगा। सो दैट इज रिस्क आल्सो इज टॉट बाय इकोसिस्टम, एज रजनी सेड, सिचुएशनल बेस्ड भी होता है वो, बिल्कुल सही बात है। तो सिचुएशन बेस्ड होता है। एग्जांपल दो उसका कि जैसे इंडिया में वही रिस्क हाई कैटेगरी रिस्क हो जाएगा, अमेरिका में वो लो रिस्क हो जाएगा। एंड आपके ऊपर भी डिपेंड करता है। इफ यू आर एजुकेटेड फ्रॉम वेरी गुड कॉलेज, लाइक आपने IIM से मैनेजमेंट कर लिया, आपने सुना होगा IIMs का लड़का है, उसने एक चाय की दुकान खोल ली, उसने वो कुछ बेचना स्टार्ट कर दिया, टिफिन का बिजनेस स्टार्ट कर दिया। व्हाई? ही इज टेकिंग कैलकुलेटेड रिस्क। व्हाई? बिकॉज ही इज हैविंग IIMs डिग्री। अगर बिजनेस नहीं भी चला, he will get a job. It is called calculated risk. This is what you should feel the topic, and then you should participate. And I'm very sure you have all these ideas, but you are not speaking it because you are not participating with passion. That is the point actually. So पहले तो वीडियो सुन लो तीनों, and then keep participating. And when you participate with passion. कि सुनने वाले को भी लगे नहीं, the point you are giving is a really good point. And in public sector, Hindi, English is not a problem. You can use any language, right? So all from my side, anything you want to say or ask?
Sir, I want to ask. मेरा जो इंटरव्यू है, it is on 30th. So I have very less days to prepare, and मेरे को ज़्यादा कुछ भी आइडिया नहीं है. I've never prepared for government exam or something that sort of GDs and all. तो मेरे को अच्छे से नहीं आता है कुछ भी. And how to prepare is my पहले तो इशू यही आ रहा है कि स्टार्ट कैसे करूँ, क्या क्या देखूँ, टेक्निकल नॉन टेक्निकल क्या करूं, तो वो ही मेरे को अभी अच्छे से समझ में नहीं आ रहा है।
अभी आपको ये GD का सेशन है रजनी, मैंने आपको बताया कि GD में क्या करना है। सो GD के सेशन में GD की बात करेंगे, और कल का आपको स्लॉट दिया है मैंने, राइट?
ओके,
विल डिस्कस इन दैट।
ओके,
अभी GD के लिए मैंने आपको बता दिया, 3 वीडियो सुनो, एंड देयर सो मेनी GDs अवेलेबल ऑन द पैनल, उनको भी सुनो और पार्टिसिपेट करते रहो. You will get to know little bit about that.
And every day these GDs will be conducted every day?
Every day I try that GD should be there, but students are less in number. Though every day my executive say कि sir student wants slot, and I say how many students? They say 8-9 students are willing, or more than that are willing. But 3-4 pop up, and then purpose is defeated. But tomorrow I'll check it out. More students will participate.
It will be helpful if it will be continuously for till 30th. It will be there.
Okay. Yeah, next.
Excuse me, sir. सर एक्चुअली जैसे अपन को टॉपिक, जैसे आपने ये टॉपिक दिया है मेरे को, फिर 1 मिनट के लिए बोलने के लिए बोला, तो उस 1 मिनट में मेरे साथ कई बार प्रॉब्लम होता है कि मैं ज्यादा पॉइंट्स क्रिएट नहीं कर पाता, तो उस 1 मिनट में बोल नहीं पाता, तो हाउ कैन आई इम्प्रूव दैट सर?
मैंने इसीलिए तो वो बोला है हाउ टू स्टार्ट GD. If you don't know anything about the topic, even then you should be in position to speak.
But I will see that videos. But the way you just explain me, तो उसमें तो मोस्टली अपना जो जनरल हो जाएगा, टॉपिक रिलेटेड तो काफी कम बात।
नहीं, ऐसा नहीं होगा। आप अगर ये बोलोगे ना कि ओके फ्रेंड्स, द टॉपिक गिवन इज दिस, इन माय आई एग्री विद द स्टेटमेंट, आई एग्री विद द टॉपिक, फ्रेंड वी शुड अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज कैलकुलेटेड रिस्क, तो हो जाएंगी ना 4-5 लाइनें।
Is
और
there
इसमें
any-
तुमने क्या सोचा? कुछ नहीं सोचा, स्ट्रक्चर है सारा, इज ऑल स्ट्रक्चर। आपने तो बोला ही नहीं ना सब्जेक्ट के बारे में कुछ। डिड यू से एनीथिंग इन द इंट्रोडक्शन?
No, sir.
So that is called a structure. Where you don't know anything about the topic, even then you are speaking 5-6 lines. Our purpose is to pass GD. When no student will be in position to speak anything, you are speaking, and that too you are speaking in a structure which the listener is appreciating. If you say, okay friends, the topic for the discussion today is taking risk helps in life. So friends, I fully agree with the statement. In fact, we have seen that in our own life. Friends, we should discuss this topic. First, we should discuss what do we mean by taking calculated risk, and we should give examples that what do we mean by that, and then we should say that how it helps in life. So now I open the house for discussion. आपने कुछ नहीं बोला, आपने उस टॉपिक को बस डाइसेक्ट किया 4-5 लाइंस में, और ऐसा लगेगा कि यू नो एवरीथिंग। आप पास हो जाओगे, इतना बोलने पे ही पास हो जाओगे जीडी में। That is our purpose actually.
Okay, sir.
Yes, anything else?
सर नहीं हो पा रहा है सर, इतना जीडी दे दिए फिर भी नहीं हो रहा है।
लगे रहो करके ही होगा। आशीष, आप बोलना स्टार्ट करो। आप बोल नहीं रहे हो, यू आर हेजिटेटिंग एक्चुअली। फियर होता है बहुत, यू आर नॉट स्पीकिंग एक्चुअली। यू शुड पार्टिसिपेट।
यस सर।
So you can complete. मैं इसके बाद पूछ।
नो रजनी, गो अहेड।
मेरे को ये पूछना है कि लाइक बहुत ही कम दिन बचे हैं, तो मतलब ऐसे प्रिपरेशन हो जाएगा क्या 30th तक?
फिर से बोलो रजनी।
लाइक आई हैव वेरी लेस डेज, तो मेरा प्रिपरेशन हो जाएगा क्या 30th तक? और उसके अलावा मेरा जॉब भी है, तो सैटरडे संडेज आई हैव।
ओके, सो व्हाट इफ आई से नो, नहीं होगा, देन व्हाट ऑप्शन डू वी हैव? रजनी, करना तो है ही हमें, राइट और नॉट?
यस।
क्वेश्चन इज नॉट कि हो जाएगा कि नहीं, दैट शुड नॉट बी द क्वेश्चन। क्वेश्चन इज करना ही है। टेल मी हाउ टू डू इट, दैट्स इट, दैट इज द क्वेश्चन। Everybody gets 1 week only.
Yes.
If I give you more than 1 month, and if I give you 15 days, and if I give you 1 week, you know, Parkinson says your preparation will be same. If I give you 2 months, you will become slack. If I give you 1 month, you will become less slack. If I give you 15 days, you will even lesser slack. So if I give you 1 week, you will push yourself to the limits, and the preparation will be same. This is what I have observed.
Okay.
Don't keep this thing in your mind कि दिन कम बचे हैं। कम दिन मेरी लैंग्वेज में 3 दिन होते हैं। That is what I say, less days. 1 week is not less, and suddenly 10 days. आपका तो 30th को है, 13 दिन है। 13 days are luxury, you know. The interview comes, and after 1 week you have the interviews. That is also has happening now in PSU, that is going on. That is not less, you know, you just give your 100%.
Okay.
Keep preparing in the office, prepare there, keep thinking, and preparation does not take much time. Thinking you can do everywhere.
Okay.
It's a systematic way you have to prepare. So certainly you need to convince yourself that you can do this. Self defeating and negative things you should not bring in mind. Like Ashish is saying nahi ho raha hai, Rajni is saying ho payega ki nahi ho payega. These are negative thoughts. Just find it out, one reason how it can be done. Don't think 20 reasons why you cannot do it. Just think one reason how it can be done. ऐसे करो, push करो, हो जाएगा, बस that's it. Positive.